Hello, everybody. We're gonna host this race. We might have a second one on our hands, too. How's everybody doing? We're gonna start this thing off. I'm gonna get a guest with me here in just a second, but in the meantime, I'll be managing this by myself. So this is the lower bracket. It's the only round one game left. We've got Rezafos and TGH Plays versus Okamiya Games and Freestar. TGH Plays has a tracker on screen that is out of date, so I probably should run one for him until such a time as that isn't true anymore. That may not happen. We'll see. Let me get that on screen though. I can certainly take care of his tracker. First chest, 3 bombs. Not a bad start. I'm gonna have to shrink this one down a little bit. There we go. Beat said he'd be joining me at some point soon for this. We'll see. Let me know if the sound isn't right, by the way, because Windows went to war with me. Completely messed everything up a little. But I think it looks like it's working right. Looks like we're on track. Looks good. So this is a lower bracket game. Whoever loses this will be out. It's the last one of round 1. They still have an open seat after this, but we'll see how it goes here. Let's get some Zelda music in this sucker. Nothing great in the escape so far. It looks like he is running his own tracker again. There he goes. Oops. That's my bad. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Now he's updating. Rezafos, though, is not. I'm not sure why. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I can certainly run trackers if I need to. So, in his case, then. The only thing they have right now is bombs. Fighter sword, green tunic, and bombs. That's it. So We'll see if anything's in the escape. Everyone's in about the same place here. Green team's slightly ahead, but at this point, it's not even worth talking about a lead. The escape. The leader of this could just be the one who skips the chests. If the escape has not got anything in it, we'll soon see. But I kind of expect it to because we haven't seen anything yet at all. We're due for some items here. Another bomb. 8 bombs for Kami. Well, that's nice. But it's not a progression item. What do we got down here? The escape is worth their time. What we've discovered here. We got the flute. It'll be just a minute before the other team finds that out too, because everyone's gonna get in there, thankfully. That flute's gonna be definitely a time saver. It's definitely worth picking up. It might be mandatory, but even if it's not, you do not want to miss the flute. At the start of the run, that's a nice seed. Well, maybe not a nice seed, but a generous start at least. I hate it when the flute doesn't show up. Personally, I am really annoyed by how uncommon it is sometimes. Powder in the Sanctuary could be nice too. These are both things that'll make the run a little bit easier on the players. Freestar is a little bit behind, 30 seconds or so, getting out of the Sanctuary. Just a little bit slower than the other players. We'll see if that comes up, makes a difference or not. Nothing on the woodcutter's ledge. Nothing of significance. So Ganon looks like he's optional right now, but we can't know for sure until we find the way into Dark World. Checking Blind's house now. The Master Sword in the woods and the Power Glove in Blind's house. Quake in Blind's house also. This just doesn't look too bad. They've got some early power. They got the flute ready to go. They have a couple options. Master Sword has crawled out of its pedestal and is just lying on the ground for everyone to go get. Checking out the dam, first one there, Freestar. What is? I'm not. He's having a lot of trouble shoving that. Moon Pearl's there. Well, that's looking extremely good. Gotta be honest. They really only need one more of the two things to skip Ganon. Hammer or mitts? I like this seed so far. It's looking good. It's looking really good. The shovel has appeared. Boo couldn't have a weird hitbox, but he certainly is different looking than the other characters. Like, they all have the same hitbox, regardless of anything. But he certainly is different in that it's harder to see where it is. Like, he's definitely a harder one to play, and I don't play him personally because of that. Checking out the chicken house. Going for that chicken glitch. The Titan Myth there. Oh man. Titan Myths have been located. Incredible. We're gonna see some real action here right now. Fire Rod. I love this seed. Can I play this seed? Hook shot. Just keep on throwing items at us. How about it? Silver arrows. They can go into the Dark World through the Thieves Town exit if they would like to. Freestar taken out by a bird. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I've ever seen that Boo rip tombstone before. Well, everyone's got the flute on and they can decide what they want to do here. They have so many items. Titan Mitt for Okami too. One of them could go to the Dark World. They could go to the Tower of Hera. They can go across the bridge to the right side and get all kinds of stuff. Booty Biscuit, man, thanks for the host also. What is your options right now when you have so many choices? Where are you going to go? What do you want to do?
That's a fair question.
How you doing, Beatus?
Hey, how's it going?
You should see a stream up there on my
I
side.
I see it in the viewer.
So far, we have just begun. 10 minutes in, we got the flute, powder, sword, fire rod, hook shot, silver arrows, Titan Mitts, moon pearl. Cape just got found. So many items out the gate.
Incredible. Well, this ought to be a quickie then, shouldn't it?
It's looking pretty good. If it's quick enough, maybe we can do another race, because there's another group that wants to go.
Wow.
Speaking of races, here's the edge race for 3 bombs. Not worth it.
What is the world record for this particular mini race? I've always gotten between 8 and 9 seconds.
I think you can do 7 seconds with the boots. And if you're looking for better than that, you're going to have to break in the middle seconds, because I don't think you can do 6. But I might be wrong. Maybe you can warp through the woods somehow.
I'll have to do a speed run of it sometime.
Yeah. Should be a
casual
really
world record. Yeah.
As for
so
dungeons,
how are the team strats working out? You favoring one over the other so far based on what you're saying?
Oh, they're both doing pretty good. It looks like Desert is the pendant, and Tower of Hera and Eastern Palace are both crystals.
Okay, not bad. I'd say you feel pretty good when there's only one pendant in the light world.
Eastern Palace is crystal 3. Tower of Hera is crystal 5. That's nice.
That is nice.
This is looking like a really powerful seed. I'm expecting, as long as this pace keeps kept, we would see some really good times. Because they're really not missing much. They can already go into the Dark World. They can teleport without having to save and quit a bunch. We're really only missing the boots for speed. And the bow would be nice. Cannot do Eastern Palace yet. No one found the bow yet.
Can always take a peek in there.
Yep. Cannot actually get into the Tower of Hera without the hammer, but you can get up there, cross the bridge with the hook shot, and get all that stuff on the right. 8 chests up there. Maybe
probably worth doing.
Yeah, I think so.
That Boo is playing with danger.
I had a seed the other day where I chose not to fake flippers, and underneath the bridge was the hammer. And I lost so badly because it was a really frustrating experience, because it was one of those seeds where I actually thought I could win, which doesn't happen too often, not when 20 people were playing, where I thought I could get number 1. Ended up with 13th.
Oh,
I
goodness.
didn't fake flippers.
Freestar takes a death right before making it to Ice Cave.
That's his second death. He's dying to those enemies. He needs to play a little bit more carefully until he gets some hearts. It looks
it's
like
hard when you're a Boo and don't know what your hitbox is.
Yeah, that hurts.
Maybe.
Okami's got the blue tunic, so it looks like. So, you know, he should share that information with his buddy. I didn't know where he got that, but it looks like he has it.
Green team, it will reveal what is in the ice cave, and it wasn't important.
Well, anyway,
But red
because of
team does not know that.
my racing experience, I'm feeling a little bit more about the fake flipper. The mirror is in there. He's got that. That is Tower of Hera access.
Fake flippers is easy to do when you have a sword, for the method I've learned. It's very consistent to pull off.
So now everyone can do Tower of Hera, and it looks like TGH is going to be the first one to do it, and I think that's a good idea. Fake flippers is completely legal, and if there happens to be something good down there, which is, I skipped it for a reason, the odds are low. It doesn't take long, but you can get the information on 2 items. You can only reach one of them. You could get Azores from there, but it's pretty unlikely there's something there, but there happened to be, and it really backfired on me. When there is something there, the people who do it will be so far ahead.
It's a nice thing to do. It keeps you from needing to retread that later.
Yeah.
It's a minor errand taken out of the way. Yeah, fake flippers is considered a minor glitch.
It's true.
Whereas advancing immediately to Ganon and winning the game in less than 5 minutes is considered a slightly more minor glitch, I believe is the phrasing.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have Fire Rod for Freestar. They're just collecting each other's stuff at this point. I think
Is
they
that
should,
wise?
It depends on what it is, honestly. The Titan Mitts, they definitely should both go after. I don't know about Fire Rod, maybe. Moon Pearl, absolutely. There's so many good things in each other's location that I think that in this case, they probably should just sweep everything.
You need go fast item.
While it's fresh in your head and you can tell them exactly which chest to open and all that, you can just say, go to blinds, bust open the wall, get that that item back there, get the good stuff out of there without bothering with the rest.
Sarah Hashla hoarding all of the $20 in the world. That was 3 20s.
Freestar has just gotten the power glove, so he really needs to come to town and get those. They're both in town, both myths, so absolutely.
Oh, both of them are?
Yeah, one of them's in Blind's hut and the other one is in the I think the chicken house.
Those chickens know how to lift.
Yeah.
Impressive.
There's so many items for every player that we're really gonna see routing determine the winner here for sure. Like it's gonna be all about who knows what to do with all this stuff. You don't usually get a seed so generous, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
Usually you are a little limited, especially in this new logic. I've noticed that you get railroaded a little bit, and that's not the case here at all. They can go anywhere they want.
I did a seed just the other day where 3 of the sword upgrades were all in Ganon's tower, and I traversed the entirety of the world thinking that the Master Sword would be somewhere when it wasn't. It was very sad. Logic is bad, change it. That's what I'm saying.
TGH has picked up the bow on Death Mountain, and he's heading to Eastern Palace.
Yeah, absolutely.
To finish that up while his buddy just does the mountain. Maybe he's doing Tower of Hera while getting the bow. So they have silver arrows, I believe. I believe he's picked those up, so he's really ready to crush this dungeon. And
yeah, red team found him, so I would think green came across them as well.
Okami's going to Dark World, so now we have risks being taken. Is Eastern Palace worth your time, or should you have done it later with Palace of Darkness? And is Thieves Town worth your time? Which one's a better payoff?
When you get gloves that early, Thieves Town is not a bad play.
I think there's a lot
you can
of
just
items.
yeah, you can venture south, go to Dark Hype Cave. Lots of goodies.
It's really going to depend on what's in Eastern versus what's in Thieves Town, and Thieves Town has a better chance for items just because it has more, but it does take a little longer. Eastern Palace is pretty quick, and you can knock it out, get that crystal, so it's not really a loss. The question is, what dungeons do we need in the Dark World? Do we need to do blinds? Because that's going to make a difference on the value here. Let's see what the pendants are here. Pendant of Courage, the green pendant, Misery Mire, Pendant of Power, Ice Palace.
Always good to see. Okami picking up the bronze sword.
So that flute is not mandatory. Desert, Mire, and Ice Palace are your pendants. Blinds needs to be done if Okami feels like doing it. Looks like he's going to do the blacksmith stuff. Has the means to do it quickly, so there's 4 chests there.
So what is the other pendant dungeon in addition to Mire?
Ice.
Ice. Oh, that's a nice loadout.
Yeah, Ice is one of those dungeons that nobody likes, but it honestly is pretty quick if you're good at it. If you're good at the bomb jump, it's not a bad dungeon for speedrunning, but if you have to explore it, that's a shame. Like,
I feel a little cold towards Ice Palace personally.
Quake opens up Turtle Rock, which is necessary. Everyone has Quake though, so we're set there. That's
I
the
often
only
get mired in the bomb jump. Oh, sorry.
The only medallion we need is Quake, so that's gonna knock a lot of the shuffling around out of the seed. We do need the ice rod.
Flippers have not been discovered yet, right?
Nope, we'll need those too. Can't fake flipper your way through the dungeon. You can only do it really for just like one piece of treasure. So
that's right.
PGH has gone down, but maybe has a fairy. Not sure. You know what
Anything
happened?
super in Hookshot Cave? I didn't know this. Oh, what happened?
He's trying to do it in the dark, and he slipped. It's really
I can't
easy.
do that last room very well in Eastern in the dark.
Yeah,
the ogres tend to.
I arrogantly said, "Yeah, I saw problems mess this up. Watch how it's done." And then I went in and got my ass kicked too. Like, it's really easy to mess it up. It's just really easy to get off track. Freeze stars.
Those green ogres ramming you over and over again. That damage adds up, even if you have like blue armor.
Speaking of power, Okami's got the red sword already somewhere.
It was in Thieves Town in the Sea House.
That's a good edge. That's gonna help a lot.
A bronze edge, if you will.
He could go do Skull Woods or Blinds pretty easily with that. Won't have to worry about
capable
much.
of messing up a lot of stuff. And does the character, I'm not familiar with the sprite, is that blue male that the sprite's wearing?
I think it is. That's Mike Jones from Star Tropics.
Oh, who's Mike Jones?
Star Tropics protagonist. There's the flippers and blinds.
I hope. Ooh, nice. I hope there's no quote of me saying that anymore.
There is PGH using the fire rod to make that easier for himself, making sure that he succeeds this time.
Oh, smart. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought. Remembered that there were torches in there.
There's 3, so if you have the fire rod, you can take care of that room, no problem.
Slick strats.
That's one thing that's missing. That's that lamp is gonna hurt the players here. If it doesn't show up soon, they're gonna have to.
I've noticed in this new logic, the lamp tends to be a bit later than you want it to be.
With items truly randomized, especially when they get the flute, they have access to the entire mountain and all the objects on both sides of it. That means the lamp could be anywhere in the world. It's like the ice rod almost, about where it could be. 3 dungeons can't have it, basically, and only parts of those 3 dungeons. Like
right, like Palace of Darkness, it could be early on in there.
PGH just found a red sword on Armos, so now we've seen all 4 swords already.
Nice.
We don't necessarily need the lamp, unless the players can't win without it, and that really depends on the players. It's possible.
Palace of Darkness is mandatory, right? That's a tough one to negotiate at the end, at least.
It is, especially if something's in the maze. The maze is one of the worst parts.
There's all those shell dudes in that one room.
There's torches that you can light with the fire.
Oh, true.
So that's, if people remember, that's there. They got that problem solved, maybe. But it is definitely not my favorite thing to do. And Meyer, thankfully, is optional. That's really the one where you want the lamp, in my opinion. With it optional, I wouldn't be too worried about the lamp myself. They do need the red cane and the ice rod. Lamp would be nice. Boots would be nice.
Yeah. Hammer has not been found yet either?
Yeah, they need that too. That's it. Those 3 things are the mandatories. Lamp and boots are just kind of nice to have, but
possibly a medallion, unless someone discovered what Turtle Rock.
It's Quake.
Oh, it is. Okay. Vanilla Quake.
That's right. Meyer's gross. Meyer has like 4 rooms in a row. They're all horrible. The worst one's at the start, where they expect you to put a weird red block onto a weird button where the hitbox doesn't work. It's hard to do in the light sometimes.
Yeah, that's in the dark, yeah. And you have those 2 fireball machines firing at you.
Yeah, it's not safe by any means. Okay, Mike Jones there did not have the blue tunic. It's just his sprite is backwards. Now he does.
Oh.
That's weird. I don't know why they did that. I hope
makes no sense. Fix it. Patch it. This new logic is out of control.
It is.
Nothing works.
I think they're going by what he looks like in Star Tropics, but honestly, they really shouldn't. Not really. They really should stick with the colors so that we can tell by looking at them. There's the bow for Freestar.
Like if Mario's ever a sprite, have him start as Luigi. It makes more sense that way.
I think so.
Mhm.
And have him end as Waluigi.
Yeah. Moldorm not claiming a victim this time. Mini Moldorms also not claiming a victim this time. And let's see. Oh, boots are still missing as well, right?
Yeah. I lost it. That's fine. If you want to run through SRL, that's absolutely fine. These races don't have to be hosted by me or at all, as long as they're done. You can do them on SRL if you want. Just give me the chat log. That's all I need, so I can look at that and see who won and check the VODs if
You can do them in real life if you want to. Meet up with your friends. Race together. Have it be a social experience. Go to a bar. Race Zelda in public.
I'm escaping real life right now. We had flash floods, and my pool got 2 feet of green, nasty rainwater in it.
Oh, no.
And I'm cleaning that mess up as we speak.
Oh, right now. Nice.
Yeah, super chlorinating my pool and running my generator 24/7 until it's fixed.
Sweet.
I mean, it's not, but yeah, I do also have to get rid of, I don't know, what is that, like 10,000 gallons of water, basically, has to be dumped out of there.
Well, you got some dogs and cats, just have them drink it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just salt water, they'll be alright. They might.
Yeah.
They might like it.
I drink it all the time, it tastes good.
Blind is dead.
It always leaves me wanting more, though, for some reason. Good job.
It is the first time that my saltwater pool has ever been discolored, though. It is a really good idea. If you're a pool owner just wondering, you know, by chance about saltwater systems, it has been extremely good, except for this. It couldn't handle this, and I am not surprised that flash floods of water ruined it, but it'll be fixed by itself, too, anyway. It's not very much work anymore.
Do you at least cover it up in the off-season?
Yeah. I'm thinking about buying a heater so I don't have to as much, but we do have to cover it in the winter. It's cold here. Really cold.
Yeah, you're in, what, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
That does get chilly. It's a regular ice palace, it is.
We're skipping that today. No PA. Got the big key really quickly in Skull Woods.
So what Rez is doing right now, this room always has a key in it now. So does it ever make sense to go in here?
He has to, because the other 2 chests, one of them was a big key, I think the other one was an item.
Oh, okay, neither of those was key, I see, yeah.
It's possible that you just have to get that key, no choice.
Yeah,
that's the only, that's what it's for, basically. And they did that, unfortunately.
Oh, decided to skip the big chest.
I think he's got both items.
Did they already get 2 treasures? Okay. Yeah. I only saw the 10 arrows, I didn't see the other one.
I don't think it was anything, but they did that because you can fall down the right side and soft lock and have to save and quit, and they didn't want... It's one of those things that's bad for speedrunning because that's an easy chest to get to and now it can't ever have anything good in it, but it saves new players from confusion, and I honestly think that's better. I think the more approachable
so if you fall in that room...
It's a very confusing dungeon, so a new player would get stuck.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, that's a bad death for Rez. Dying outside on the way to Mothula Park.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, that's the worst.
Oh, that's really rough.
That really hurts. It might have been worth a safety death.
Had to take a moment there to... Yeah, that's unfortunate.
He does need to finish Skull Woods at some point, but he knows he's not going to get anything for it, so will he just march back in there and finish the job real quick? Looks like
I don't know. I mean, this is just me, but 6 hearts, green mail, no half magic. I would probably, because I'm just very bad at Mothula in general.
Yeah, and TGH just got the blue tunic and stuff. This is that partnership at work where one player has 5 hearts and is dying left and right, and the other player has 8 blue tunic, red sword, and doesn't care. That's teamwork right there. That's what happens every time.
That's what happens when you split up. Somebody's gonna get shortchanged.
If you guys are racing on SRL, you can just use the bot to generate it, can't you? Well, I can give you one if you really want. Hold on.
I can give you guys the seed that I had the other day where there were 3 sword upgrades in Ganon's Tower. Do you want to play that? It was so much fun.
Do you use that hammer a lot?
I did, yeah. My first time fighting Trinex with a hammer. Does the fighter sword even hurt Trinex? I didn't try to find out.
I think you have to spin.
Ugh.
Yeah, you have to spin to do Master Sword damage.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah, it's just like it's not even good damage. It's, you know,
disgusting.
Yeah, that game over sound is well put. It would certainly be rough. I've never done it. I don't know why you would, because you need the hammer to get in there, so you never have to. You will always have the hammer available, unless you cheated to get in which case you deserve to die. Here comes Trinex.
If you use major glitches, you deserve to die. You heard it here from Smite first.
That's right.
So what's this hipster tracker that TGH is using?
It's there's a lot of trackers that you can configure yourself. I've never seen that one before. He might have made it himself. I've never seen it. It's pretty nice looking. It's got the chest counters by the bosses.
Real racers use pen and paper. We don't need your computer programs. So who has the advantage right now? Is Freestar's tracker accurate with no crystals collected yet?
Freestar's died, I think, 3 times, and I think that's slowing them down. That's the only thing that's really slowing anybody down.
Yeah, neither team's done a whole lot as far as crystals, unless, let's see, trying to see what TGH has collected. His tracker's a little blurry. Looks like just the one crystal as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Freestar said a couple of deaths, but so is Rez, I've noticed, on the green team. So, not sure who's got the advantage right now. Like, Okami seems to be overall a little bit ahead. Based on crystal count, at least.
I think green team is pulling ahead, and I think it's related to deaths. That Skull was death that Rez really hurt, but Freestar has died in the overworld as well a couple times, and he's working on Tower of Hera.
Yeah.
Hopefully he pulls that off. He really needs to get these. The red tunic's been found, the blue tunic's been found. The red sword.
Better be careful against Moldorm, because those pots are not accessible, so a couple of falls, and it's not going to look good.
Yep.
Doing some safety pokes. Ooh, takes 1 hit.
Oh no.
Ooh, yep, there's a fall. Will he go down and switch the switch? Okay, got a little lucky there with the heart.
So we found the red cane.
Oh yeah, where was that?
Let me see.
I didn't see it get collected.
Digging game. Red cane.
Okay, that's...
So the question is, where's that hammer? No one has that yet. They want to do Palace of Darkness, but they can't find the hammer to clear it.
Could be inside Palace of Darkness. That would be mean. But if Vanilla Link to the Past taught me anything, it's that the hammer could be in there.
Is it in the graveyard ledge? No, it's not. Freestar has taken down Moldworm.
Nice. The Boo is delighted at the victory.
Rez is running a little low on hearts, but takes out Blind. Got that
nice
covered.
Work.
If the players are having trouble with a seed like this, all they need to do is go collect the stuff that'll make them immortal, because nobody's going to die on the overworld with the red tunic and the red sword.
Yes. Are we at red tunic at this point? Or have we seen 2 armor upgrades?
Yeah, one of them's in the Hype Cave, the other one's in Blinds, I think.
Ah, gotcha.
Pretty sure.
What does Boo look like when it armors up?
He just gets a silhouette that's colored differently. He's green right now. You can see that. It's really tiny. It's like 1 sprite layer stroke of silhouette.
Just let the Boo wear a tunic. Come on.
Okami
Just
drops
because
on
it's
the
a
right
ghost and it's
side.
not corporeal. Come on.
That's an interesting move by Okami. He's gonna miss an item because of that.
Yeah, Freestar has not been in here yet, right?
No, Meyer. I don't think anyone's been here. This is new territory.
No, I was talking about Skullwoods.
No, nobody.
Just trying to figure out why maybe
Just Rez.
Okami in that way.
I don't know if he slipped or just doesn't feel like checking the left side. That's definitely not the way to do it. I don't think anyone does the right side. I think everyone goes down the left.
Yeah, that's how I typically do it.
My other plans are to join Tide
Skipping
Tuesdays. He
that
plays
chest as well.
Breath of the Wild. I bought it myself on the Switch and got the DLC, so I'll be doing that.
How much more content is in the DLC?
Decent amount. Looks like they're gonna add really good amount, like another dungeon and stuff later. They haven't yet, but for now. Oh, there's the hammer.
Oh.
Checkerboard Cave. That's a huge edge for Freestar's team.
Yeah, first team to find it.
Everything else has been where you would expect. The digging game so far is the oddest thing. I don't expect that the green team's not going to find that hammer too. Like the Checkerboard Cave is a pretty popular location to check real quick. So they'll get it soon, but
they may be a little delayed getting it just because they know Meyer is optional, so they may consider not going there until they get a little more desperate, perhaps.
Red team can enjoy hammer for a while without green team having the same thing. I rebought Breath of the Wild because my brother's getting a Wii U, and I'm just gonna give my Wii U version to him. So.
Oh, you got a Switch?
Yeah. I got it the other day when I went to buy a phone, and I saw them in stock, and I couldn't believe that they were there. So I picked one up. My phone.
How'd you go with the S5?
I had to turn it in. It was busted, and it was not worth trying to fix. So I just got the Google Pixel, and it was $200 gift card came with it, and I just used that on the Switch.
Oh.
So it seemed like a good plan.
Oh, nice deal. How you liking it? The Google Pixel?
It's pretty nice. The buttons are in weird places, and it's not waterproof. Those are my complaints, but otherwise it seems like a really good phone.
Keep it away from those flash floods.
Yeah. I'm used to phones being completely immune to the weather. Like, I've had the S5 for a long time, and it's been like, you could take it swimming. Like, it was completely waterproof. This one, the rain will mess it up, allegedly, and the buttons are on screen and not like every phone I've ever had has had buttons along the bottom. This one, they're all digital buttons, like, on screen.
Have we seen what's on the pedestal yet?
No. We're about to check. It looks like Okami Games
But
taking that.
Does Rez not have the book, though? Or did he just not update the tracker?
Oh no, Okami doesn't have the book either. Yeah, nobody has the book. He's going to the light world to teleport. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nobody's checked it. Honestly, I don't like to check it when I have so much stuff, because we're missing just the ice rod at this point. We've seen everything else. Seriously?
I did have a seed once where the mirror was behind the pedestal. I felt very sad.
Though?
Yeah. Because Swamp was also mandatory.
When you have that many items, the odds of it being the thing that's missing just keep going down further and further. They found the hammer on the red team. They found the red cane on the green team. And I can't imagine that either of these two items are going to elude either team for long. Ice Rod is the holdout, not surprisingly.
As it usually is.
As soon as that gets found, we're going to have players bolting through.
Well, red team's got the exploration advantage now that they both have the hammer.
Freestar doing blinds. I think he wants the blue tunic.
Yeah, I can't blame him. He's been taking some deaths. So, getting a little closer to immortality, not a bad idea.
Now that they have the hammer, Okami can head to Palace of Darkness and do it, or the...
Did they ever find a lamp, though?
They haven't. I don't think anyone has, and I don't think they checked Hype Cave yet, so they don't have the red armor yet, which is a weird cave to skip. 5 chests for free right there, especially with the hammer. I would go for that one early.
Is Okami doing Palace or Eastern first? Did
Looks
not
like
take the warp.
That's an
Did
interesting...
Freestar already do Eastern, though? Or not?
No, he hasn't. He just did...
Okay. That's fair then.
Tower of Hera, which he didn't mark off, so that's the one dungeon he has.
Yeah. I guess if you don't have the lantern, it makes sense to come in here first.
Yeah.
Like normally you'd want to go into pod, then warp and do Eastern right after.
I'll tell you what I would have done. Instead of coming
Oh.
this way, I would have gone to the Hype Cave and Swamp Palace.
Oh, no team has been to the Dark Hype Cave?
Right, green team has.
Oh, okay. Oh, red hasn't. Gotcha.
They have everything they needed to do Swamp. And you can check the 5 items on the right while he's there.
Oh, for sure. If you can do Swamp, absolutely go in there as soon as you can.
11 items we're talking about. Instead of 2 dungeons that they're both going to be painful.
8 total, yeah. Yeah, Eastern's not as painful with out the lamp, but that one room can be literally a killer.
Let's get some more jumping music in here. I want it.
Okami forgot to hookshot to that chest. Saves a little bit of time. I've forgotten that countless times myself.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that is nice about the Pixel that I like a lot is that there is nothing installed except for the apps that I transferred from my other phone. Nothing at all. There's none of that crap.
Oh, Sandy.
It's none of that junk on there at all. So it is obviously and very clearly running better, and I would expect it to because it's a newer phone. But also, there's none of that junk at all. Like this, you would have to unlock the phone to get rid of the stuff that comes on the Samsung phones.
The bloatware.
Yeah. Stuff that you just weren't allowed to remove.
That sucks.
I'm getting used to the voice commands where you can say, "Okay, Google," and then tell it something, and it'll do it for you. Oops, I just told my phone to wake up. Like it picked up that, and it knows my voice, so you can unlock it. It's pretty neat. I'm getting used to that kind of stuff.
Is your phone subscribed to your channel?
It should be.
Yeah.
The red sword's gonna make Okami's room here a lot more easy to do, because he doesn't have to shoot the bow at all. He can just spin and kill him with the red sword, and he did. That removes a lot of the challenge.
Oh, nice job. Nice job. No problem at all going through that room.
So he should be clear for the boss. A really easy boss coming out. Lines for
Yeah, the silvers, forget about it.
Yeah, cannot fail, really. Rez is picking up the red
Do we know
beam.
how many, if you use the sword only against the Armos Knights, this was a thing you had to do in Parallel Worlds, how many hits does it take?
More than you'd think.
Yeah,
the silvers
they've got
do.
beefy defense.
I always forget how much the silvers do for damage. I feel like the sword hits for like 8, and those hit for like 100. Like I feel like they hit so much. I can't remember the numbers. There's the gold sword for Okami.
Oh, nice. So Okami's got blue mail, gold sword. Okami's gonna blaze on.
It takes a ton of hits, for sure. It probably takes like 6 each with the red sword.
Well, the boss in Meyer takes 2 silver arrow hits. And I don't know how many gold sword hits.
A lot.
Yeah, fair amount.
I feel like it's more than 10, actually. Like the gold sword is nowhere near as good as the silver arrow. It's not even close.
Mm-mm. Is there anything else the silvers do not kill instantly besides Ganon?
Not really. I think that's it.
And that one boss.
He's the only one with more than 100 health.
And Cold Stare is immune to arrows?
Yeah, he is.
Terrible boss.
Swamp is not optional. They need to go in there at some point.
Green has discovered the hammer now.
There's nothing but the ice rod left. Where's that sucker at?
Yep. Looks like Freeze Star heading to Zora. Has the green team done that yet?
Nobody has. This has been a tremendous seed. It's just Ice Rod being a jerk, and that's it. Everything else has been free. Nothing has been too bad.
There is still time for that Ice Rod to be in a very bad place, though.
It is strange that no one's been in the swamp yet, especially since they don't have the lamp. They're choosing to do.
Yeah, that is odd.
They're choosing to do
Normally, they
this.
prioritize that dungeon every time.
Yeah. Not having the
6
lamp
chests?
makes Palace of Darkness painful. Like, even if you're good at it and you can do it, it's still gonna take you a longer time than you would want without the lamp.
Oh,
Nothing
Green Team
is
has been to Zora, so yeah. Someone in chat noted Zora has $20, which Freestar just showed us.
We're looking for that ice rod, we're looking for that lamp. Those two things are holding up this game. But honestly, if they can do Palace of Darkness without the lamp, like I said, that's really the only one on the list that's hard. Total Rocks is, once you learned it, like if you just do it one time, if you just pay attention when you go in there to what directions you're pushing, and just do that in the dark, you're good. It's really D-pad only kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just that one room, right, in Turtle Rock?
It's just that one room, and you have to pick up a skull and push a button, and then go back. Like, it's really something that you can repeat pretty easily. I think it's the easiest of all the dark rooms, honestly. I think it's easier than Eastern Palace.
Well, what do we know about the experience level of the two teams? Because I feel like doing negotiating stuff in the dark requires a pretty good familiarity.
I feel like TGH... Oh, there's the Ice Rod in Swamp Palace.
Oh!
Well, that might be go mode. And I do feel like TGH and Rez are really good players. TGH has beaten me quite a few times in the SRL races. They got in the lower bracket because they got caught up with a pathing. They didn't understand what to do. But right now, I think they're in go mode. I think they're not afraid of the dark, and I think they're ready to go. I'm going to play their drums.
Activate drums.
I will. It's so not as dramatic as I make it, but there's the drum.
Can you do something with your soundboard echoey machine to make the drums sound more dramatic?
I can do the echo myself. How's that?
That's pretty dramatic, actually. Like it. Alright, so what does Green have left to do? They got Swamp, Turtle Rock, and just some of the dungeons that the partner has already completed?
They need to find that ice rod so they can get in the game here. I don't know if they can handle without the lamp. Okami has cleared a whole bunch of dungeons too. He's moving really fast as well. Him and Rez have cleared the most, I think.
I forget, are there dark rooms in Ganon's Tower that require the lamp?
There's
or
not.
Would be nice?
But the lamp would be nice to have when you don't have mana, because fire rotting those two rooms is a little rough, but it's not really
no one's gotten
that bad.
No one's gotten half magic, so yeah, that would make the lamp more valuable.
As long as you're careful with your mana going up, you'll be okay, because you certainly have enough to do both rooms in one bar. And there's a full mana before, during, and after the thing, so you should be good, especially if things drop mana, but you really shouldn't have to need the lamp in Ganon's Tower at all. Not really.
Looks like Rez is going out of their way a little bit to find extra treasures, just in case.
They might not know they're in go mode, but they should, unless they are looking for the lamp.
I would not blame them for looking for the lamp. Or the boots, either.
Yeah, they know where all the swords are. In fact, he has all the swords. They know where the silver arrows are. Really, they just need to finish the dungeons, and the lamp is the only thing missing off the agenda. And it's just really a luxury item, I would say. It really is. Especially
Depends on who you ask. For me, lamp is mandatory, all the time.
Well, TGH had no trouble with the Palace of Darkness in the dark.
No.
Especially when he can light up the rooms with the fire rod and make it really easy.
Yep. Knowing that torch placement is very helpful. With Helmasaur's dying breath, he told TGH how to hold 5 more arrows.
Red Cane's about to be found by the green team, which means the only thing that they are missing is the ice rod, but that's a pretty big advantage for green team right now. They're cruising through, and with
there's nothing keeping Red from going into Swamp, is there?
No.
Just mirror and flippers you need, right?
And hammer. Yeah, they just didn't go in there. He's trying to do the dark room and light the torch right now. Okami is.
Lacks the magic though. I don't think that's enough magic to use the fire rod again.
It's not. We're not hearing the angry beeps of the game right now. Oh, he bailed out. That's too bad. He didn't want to try and do, and I understand the turtle room in the universe, but
that's Are the mini Helmasaurs, are they weak to any of the medallions if they are hard up?
If they are upside down, you can use ether to kill them, I think. It's weird, but true. And that's not going to help you much. Like, you're almost just as well off hitting them with the hammer.
So they are invulnerable to anything if their shell is up?
I think so.
That's too bad. Freestar heading to do swamp, finally, looks like.
I'm wondering if Bombos would work, but I don't think it does.
The shells are just too rough to endure the ancient magics of fire.
He had to bail out of Palace of Darkness. That's really gonna hurt. Like, they're not playing badly. Freestars took a couple tests, but that's not the problem here. The problem is the green team has already found what they need. And where they looked for it was a sensible place that I'm surprised that it took them that long to go there, honestly. Swamp seemed like an obvious choice to me.
Yeah, even green team, they waited a little while before heading there.
Yeah. That they could do Palace of Darkness in the dark is certainly going into that. Like, I would want to avoid it, but they didn't have as much trouble as I'd have. I would be able to do it, but I would be angry. Like, I wouldn't enjoy it, so I would avoid it just because of that. Swamp is a very good place to go, and it had the ice rod this time. And
I'm not one to criticize. I can't even do, like, Death Mountain to Old Man without the lamp, so...
Well, I'll tell you this. If Rez can also do Palace of Darkness in the dark, then they don't need the lamp. They're gonna be just fine in Tower Rock. And they're gonna
this will be the test.
It looks like he's heading in, so go mode for green team as far as I'm concerned. They don't really need to open anything.
Assuming Rez knows the layout well enough, or knows where those torches are. Because, yeah, Rez knows that he will not find the lamp in here, since TGH has already been through it. So was the ice rod that first chest? I looked away from Freestar's screen for a moment, but I'm assuming they have it now?
They do. It was,
okay.
It was that one on the ledge, yeah.
Okay, yeah, thought it was.
I think so.
So that sort of go-mos them.
The problem right now for red team is they have a lot of places to check because the seat is really open. There is nothing on Dark Mountain, for one thing. They can...
And it looks like they do require the lamp, since they quit out of pod.
Unfortunately, they couldn't figure out where to shoot the fire rod in the harder room where the boys are. They can check the bomb ferry and do all these other things that are not correct. Basically, like, they're in an unfortunate position where a lot is available, and green team has already found the stuff. They just happened to choose the right place. And they were doing dungeons while they checked. All the stuff was in dungeons, so... Generally, I like to do dungeons that can be done before I go overworld exploring, but that's a debate you can always make which one is a better choice. I like to get the dungeons done that I can get. I feel like it minimizes the risk.
It makes sense to me, because maybe you'll find something very important along the way and save time in the long run.
And you can tell your buddy where the big key is and stuff. Like, it makes even more sense in 2 and 2 for me.
The problem is your buddy remembering what you said about the dungeon that you come to possibly like an hour or more later.
Yeah, I'm bad at that.
Freestar forgot a key.
With the ice rod where it was, just in the dungeon that they wanted to do, it was a huge advantage for them to come in here.
Yeah. So Kami picked up the red cane.
We're seeing some really good playing all around. For a round 1 lower bracket, these guys are all doing really well.
Yeah, just luck of the draw sometimes when you get matched up against a particularly experienced team early on.
Yeah. TGH and Rez losing, they really just had bad luck with something. They were just unfamiliar with something, and it really messed them up.
Is Freeze flooding the key?
Oh, he is.
Oh no!
He doesn't. Oh, he does need that key because he used the door to unlock. Oh no, that's a big mistake.
Yeah. Does Freeze realize it yet? I'm assuming not, because not mirroring out.
I feel like, honestly, and it looks like they have a huge advantage right now. TGH and Rez are going to be very dangerous players in the lower bracket.
It looks like Freestar is... Okay, Freestar just realized the mistake.
Unfortunately, he's got to do more than that. He's got to bail even further
out.
out.
He's got to reset the entire flooding as well.
It won't reset until you leave the entire screen, the entire dungeon.
And you have to go a screen off of the dungeon as well in the overworld?
Yeah, you have to pull the switch again.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Freeze is
of
going to
time
find that out
lost.
the hard way, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate.
He should notice right there when that's still flooded.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah. It's really gonna cost him a couple minutes for sure. He's got to.
Freeze will probably want to go somewhere else now that Okami is also here.
He didn't leave the screen yet. He doesn't know how to fix it. It's still flooded. Hopefully he notices that.
Probably when he sees that the switch cannot be pulled.
Just beeps at you.
Yeah. Or it can be pulled. Okay. Just doesn't do anything.
Oh no, he didn't fix it yet. Oh no.
This is understandable. Sometimes you just go by habit, what you've done before, and new situations come up, and it can just throw you. That has absolutely happened to me too.
Yep.
We've all flooded the key by mistake at one point or another.
When I started hosting this tournament, the first thing I did was make a GIF of the 3 gotchas that exist in my opinion, and this was one of them. Don't flood this key. You never want to flood this key. The other one was you can use the boots to get a chest in the hookshot cave, and the last one was you do not need the hookshot for the bumper cave.
Looks like Freestar is not realizing that he did not need to reflood this area.
Unfortunately, he's gonna
come across a flooded skull pot, or not even the flooded skull pot, but yep.
He can't go anywhere in this dungeon without backing up and resetting that.
Yeah.
He's probably noticed by now, right?
Yeah.
He's just going for it. I mean, that's what I would have done probably. I would have hoped that the one key that you can access... I mean, you can get them both, but hopefully there's a key on the way,
Can you get those 2 chests without...
You can get them both. What you cannot do is finish the dungeon.
Oh, that's right. The key at the top of the big chest room is a key door.
Yeah, that's what he's missing, is a regular key. He doesn't know how to fix it, unfortunately, and it's a really weird thing to explain.
Would Okami know? Do you think they're talking about it?
They're probably talking about something. They're probably saying something.
I would hope that one of them knows about how to reset everything.
It looks like TGH is on his way to Turtle Rock to finish up.
And Rez is somewhere.
Actually, TGH might need Mothiel. I wasn't watching.
Oh, Rez is going to Helmasoria. Okay. So Rez was able to negotiate pod without the lamp, no problem.
Yep, well that is absolutely the end of the lamp's usefulness.
Yep.
In terms of just general play. It's nice to have on Ganon, but if you're really good at Ganon and you have the silver arrows, you really don't need to worry too much about using the fire rod.
Yeah, this pretty much seals it for the green team at this point. Since Red will need the lamp at some point since they noped out of pod earlier. So it's just another thing that they'll need to find.
Yeah, not only are they ahead because of that, but also because there's just dungeons ahead. Like, even if green team and red team had the same items, red team is still losing right now. They need to catch up pretty hard.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Total Rock for TGH. Now, it's interesting that he came here because he didn't do Skull Woods yet. I'm not sure why he rushed in here. Oh, you know what? Maybe he didn't do Tower of Hera, actually. Maybe he did do Skull Woods.
That would make sense.
Maybe he has his crystals wrong. I'm not sure. If it's Tower of Hera, that makes sense. If it's Skull Woods, I don't understand why he'd come here. I guess we'll see.
Could be just a quick mental hiccup.
On his tracker, he has him backwards, I think.
The Hera strat makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes a lot of sense. That's probably what he's doing.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that he came up here on accident. So, I think that's the plan. He's gonna finish Total Rock and then head over to Tower of Hera.
So, going back to Freeze, is this still the skull flooded version?
He doesn't have his key.
Oh yeah, still 0. Yep. hoping that the big chest has it, but it doesn't, of course. And
Okami could
yeah.
have helped him know that.
Yeah.
He's got to fix this dungeon. Now he's on the
Yeah.
track. Now he's done it. He knows what to do now.
He has to. Okay, there he goes.
It's visually evident, so it's not unfair to the millionth degree, but it is annoying.
Oh, but needs to go to the light world first.
Yep. Hopefully he doesn't get taken out in the overworld. That would really suck.
It can be very confusing if you are not totally familiar with the mechanics of how it works.
We're checking the bombs, looking for that lamp. Where is that stupid lamp? I think I'm gonna look
Yeah,
that
that's-
one up since it's.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, where have they not been yet?
Ooh,
Is it? Where is it?
light world.
Turtle Rock?
They need to find
And
the
it will-
mushroom. That's what they need to do.
Oh. So where's the where's
The mushroom is in Turtle Rock.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
This seed, for people who need the lamp, they never had a chance.
Yeah, I would not be able to do it.
Never had a chance.
I think
This-
they should fix the logic around the lamp a little bit.
Oh man, if you need the lamp to
Yeah.
play, you would have lost this race to these guys because they don't. You never had a prayer. Rez and TGH were
yeah, poor
handling
red
this.
team. They don't have a chance if they don't know the pod tactics.
Turtle Rock is open to them, but who wants to go into Turtle Rock early, get the lamp, and then
Yeah,
turn
and-
around?
I mean, it's pretty much always correct to go there last unless you were missing something that crucial.
I mean,
But-
right now, when you got both rods, Red Cane, I would think about sending someone in.
Yeah,
It's not a bad dungeon. It's just kind of out there. It takes a couple minutes to get up
Yeah.
there. Waste of time.
it's just so convenient to have that be your last dungeon because you just waltz over to Ganon's pad and head right in there after.
It's a weird change to make the lamp that. I feel like it should be restricted.
Yeah,
to,
that should be tweaked, I think.
We were talking earlier about how Skull Woods is more noob friendly with where they put the key guaranteed to make sure you land
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, then they should make. Yeah.
the lamp is in, that's literally the worst place it could be put, honestly,
Yeah.
in the back of a dungeon that needs it. Right
Is the
before-
mushroom in the laser hallway?
Is it? No, I don't think it can be. It's gonna be halfway in.
Okay, so it's at least before the dark room.
Yeah. It has to be, because the logic will
Or it
not
could
make
be
you
where
go. It's-
TGH is checking right now as well. Let's see. Mimic Cave. Nope.
It's in the map room left chest. He already should have it. It's in the start.
Oh, it's just not updated on the tracker? Okay.
Yeah, he might not have even bothered to pick it up, I'm not sure, but he should have it.
Oh, the
And-
chat's saying the mushroom is in the roller room?
Yeah. That's gross. So,
Yeah,
if
that's...
you were a normal player who does not know, it's honestly, we talk about it
Yeah.
like it's nothing, but it really is a lot of learning to do to dark rooms like that. So most
Yeah, it
players
is.
can't. I feel like that's true. Most
No, I
players,
certainly cannot. No.
so you would go
just
into
have to,
Turtle
like-
Rock and turn around.
It requires
right now.
dedicated practice, for sure.
Sure. You go into Turtle Rock with the cane and the red rod, and you get that, and you turn around, turn in the mushroom, get the lamp, and you wouldn't know this at all, you wouldn't know that's where the lamp was, of course.
No, you would probably assume that if you got the mushroom this late, then it just has, like, rupees or something behind it. If you've been playing this for a while, at least that's the conclusion I would come to.
Oh boy, that's really nasty. I don't know. I feel like red team's not going to find it before green team has won. If they need the lamp to win, they're in
Yeah.
a lot of trouble. This was about
I
as
would-
mean to them as could have been.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see this lead to a forfeit for red, unless they go to Turtle Rock.
It's a shame too, because it's a really good seed
Yeah.
otherwise. Like, it's going to be
Yeah.
an R15 for green team. It is definitely
Yeah,
a seed
TGH,
we
no
can
problem navigating the dark room there.
I can tell you the controls of it. Like, it's, you walk in, you make a Samari block, you push it, and it will fall off when you're at the ledge. And then you just make another one, you'll have your platform. So that's step
Let's see.
one. And then you go
TGH
right.
wants to get some more stuff.
I don't know what he's looking for. I have no idea what he's looking
Probably the lamp. I don't know. Although at this point you don't need it anymore, so I don't know.
for. It would be nice to have, still, like, convenient. It's
For
not
Ganon,
great,
maybe?
though.
Yeah.
Like, with the gold sword and silvers, I think you're good.
Or maybe half magic?
That would be nice. I wonder where that is.
Yeah. fire shield.
Half mana
TGH
is
opting
really,
not to take the safety exit either.
half mana, the boots, those are missing.
Oh yeah, the boots.
If he found the boots in there, it would have been worth the time. But I wonder where those
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna look some of these up now at this point. So,
Yeah, may as well.
where's the Pegasus boots? Ganon's tower. Thanks, Ganon.
Wow.
What a chum.
Lantern and boots at the tail end of the game.
Let's see.
I think the logic needs some tweaking.
What a pal.
Maybe-
Thanks for the.
Tweak that randomness just a tad.
Rez is also doing this in the dark. Yeah, of course he is. There's no way he's gonna have the lamp right now. Looks like he's confused. That doesn't look right. Oh, I think he found it. It can be a bit of a mess if you don't get it right away, like if you get turned around.
Yeah, I would be very lost in here.
Let me see that magic. Let's see. Light
I
World.
wonder how many complaints the developers have gotten about this new logic. Because I've had a number of seeds that have not been all that great
They
or
always
fun to
get
play
complaints.
through due to... But like even more than complaints they've gotten before, perhaps.
So, at the start of this, I was talking about how fake flippers are probably worth the time, even though it's unlikely something will be there. I guess worth checking. Hobo has quarter magic. Apparently.
See, what is Rez doing right now?
He's trying to get through this room without dying. It doesn't look...
Oh, I just noticed the one heart, yeah.
He's gonna have to use the hook shot now. He's
Looks
a little
like-
turned around.
Yeah, I can't... No, he's going up now?
Like I said, if you lose track of where you're at, it's very confusing to
Yeah.
get back on it. As
Yeah.
long as you don't, it's very easy. But if you do make a mistake, it's going to be really hard to figure out where you're at. He finally messed up and got hit by a firebar. Maybe for the best, though, because he can restart, take it from the top.
Oh, it takes the death.
I'd argue
At what
that
point do you go, maybe I need to turn in that mushroom and hope it has the lamp?
I'd argue that fetch quest items halfway into the final dungeon is always bad. Like, that's not something the logic should
Yeah.
make. I think randomizing it in a more fun way is better. Like, that's really
There's
the
a
kind
balance. There's a fine balance to things sometimes.
That's the kind of thing you'd expect out of a planned seed. Like, somebody who was making
Yeah.
one as mean as possible would do that a bunch.
Like the trolliest seed,
Yeah.
because you want to be a dick to your friends or something like that.
Look at these hook shots, man. He's really cruising.
Just
Apparently that's true. He didn't update Skull Woods because he's just moving so fast he doesn't care about his tracker anymore. I understand. He is he's still
Yeah,
in
that
Tower
happens
of
at the
Terror.
tail
Oh,
end.
he's got bumped.
ooh,
I don't really even have a problem with all the swords being in Ganon's Tower. I have a problem where you have to go half into a dungeon and then turn around and come back later. I think that's obnoxious. And whenever it happens, I hate the seed. I don't have a good time.
yeah. Yeah, anytime you have to leave a dungeon that already takes a very long time to get to conveniently finish to get a single item, that's, yeah.
And really, the item we're talking about only hurts new players.
Yes.
Experienced players won't give a crap. They won't even notice they don't have the lamp.
Like, this randomizer is not supposed to be for, like, super hardcore speedrun only type people.
They
It's
have
supposed to
modes
be,
for
like, a
that.
decent... Yeah, exactly. They have those hard modes.
This is the casual regular style. They
Exactly,
actually had it
so-
listed as casual back in the version 22. Now it's listed as normal. They changed it.
So... And you tell me that this is normal?
That lamp.
No!
Oh man, like the red team was doing okay until this is the case. They really their lack
Yeah, I
of
mean,
experience.
this
with darkness.
situation... Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
where do you think the key is in Ganon's Tower? TGH is going in.
yeah, take your bets, 1 to 22.
I've already spoiled that the boots is one of those 22. I'm not going to tell you which one, though. Unless we don't get it.
It turns out Ganon's been wearing the boots this whole time, and that's how he got so powerful.
Nothing on the right.
TGH taking the right path first to get some goodies, but nothing.
I think Rez is trying to find the button in the dark. He's not got too much experience with this room. He managed to do Palace of Darkness, but he's having a lot of trouble with this one.
So is this going to be a rock and hard play situation? What if Rez can't successfully navigate this room? Red catches up, but they also can't navigate that room.
Well,
are we going to have... Well, you do cap this at 3 hours, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, right now they're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. Normally, we're not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a quick seed, all things considered, except
it has. Red team's still cruising. They're doing okay, and they're about to find the lamp, sort of. They need to turn in the super mushroom.
Yeah, Okami's about to find it. But I'm assuming Okami is not going to just leave when they pick up the mushroom. I mean, who would, to be honest?
Ain't found that big key yet.
Yeah, that's...
We checked, there's the boots. The boots! It's
the boots!
At last, speed. We checked 2 on the right. 5, that was
like
number
putting
6.
the boots in the tower, I think that's okay, but the lamp situation, that's not so good. Oh, TJ is trying to be fancy with the return on the boomerang.
He did it.
Nice. Second try.
He's got the crappy boomerang, that's why it was hard for him.
Yeah. Is that the only time that the red boomerang is nice to have?
I like the blue one better because it doesn't lag the game, so yeah, pretty much. He's opened 8 so far, haven't found that big key.
Could it be in the tile room? Meanwhile, Rez still struggling a little bit in this. Note takes another death.
It's on 12 was the number.
That's close to average.
Yep, 10 left to loot. Rez is having a lot of trouble. I hope they're not stuck. They're talking about it. They're getting slowed down a little bit
steps
here.
from TGH, who was able to get through it without any real difficulty.
Yeah, he's definitely got some more experience than the other players I've seen in there.
Yeah.
I would have more trouble in Palace of Darkness than they had, but I would crush that room. So it's funny that we're mixed up on which rooms we can do in the dark.
I just think it's exceedingly rare to have a situation where you don't have the lamp this deep into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely a weird one to not
So
do.
if it's something you have not practiced much, then, and you probably would not have had any reason to, then yeah, the struggle makes sense to me. Looks like Rez is debating looking for the lamps elsewhere. Maybe thinking about that mushroom. Nope. Decides to keep going.
The problem for them is if he does end up needing it, you have 3 pendant dungeons to check.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to go looking for that lamp. That mushroom is not even close to the only lead he has.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, since the seed's been so fast, I guess they haven't really explored
Yeah, they really
the
have.
optional places. Yeah.
Nobody's gone into pendant dungeons.
Yeah, and if you
Desert.
were looking for that lamp, I can easily see starting with the pendant dungeons instead of trading the mushroom.
Yeah, Desert, Ice, and Mire are the 3, and nobody's gone into those. I'm pretty confident in saying that no one has even opened the door to those, so...
Yeah. All 3 have a low amount of treasures. Not much incentive to really go in there.
The mushroom, at least, is one that is quick to check with the flute that they do have, so if he did go outside, if he really did start looking, he probably would find it pretty fast, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be looking for it. Like, if I were thinking him, I would think, yeah, it might be the mushroom, but, might be a nice palace at the bottom of the boss. Might be in the back of the desert.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, TGH is going to get a solid time, and just by finishing so quickly first, that's just going to put all of the pressure on the red team.
We have a spoiler log that I only look at after we're wrapping things up. That's how I know where the items are. I generated the seed and I gave them the copy that has no log, so I have the original basically, and they have the racer version.
So you only took a passing glance at the walkthrough section of the spoiler log before being like, "Yep, looks good."
Yep, and I actually took a look at it last week. and so I don't remember it at all.
Last week, wow.
Yeah, I made a bunch at once. That's the solution I came up with, so I wouldn't remember any details.
That's fair. That's fair.
Freestar's going. I think he's lost.
Well, Freestar's debating doing Palace of Darkness again, but still no lamps, so... Oh, just got a little turned around to the entrance, I see. Meanwhile, Rez is just not able to negotiate this room.
It's unfortunate. He's getting caught up by this. He might have to...
I mean, I can imagine how frustrating it is. It's just such a rare situation to come across. There's no reason you would, like, practice this particular technique.
It's really annoying, too, because this one room, just one room, is stopping his team from winning right away. Like, one room, and he's done it before, you know? He's done it a million times. TGH out of mana. Doesn't have mana for the Fire Rod. Oh, jeez. How's he gonna do this?
Oh, no lamp either. Oh, no. What's he gonna do?
Here's that lamp backfiring. If he could just get through this room. But, oh, man, this is really annoying.
Oh, he's gonna have to go back and farm for some... How many Fire Rod hits can you get with that much magic? 3? Yeah.
Pretty sure 3.
Yeah. He's gonna have to go back and farm.
He's
or leave and buy some potions.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so... Oh, that's so strange.
This lamp hell is afflicting all players, actually.
This is a first. And now TGH debating and looks like deciding to go get some mana.
Yeah. I mean, there's a potion vendor at the bottom of the mountain. Oh, there it is. What the hell was that?
What? What?
That's amazing.
We need to go to the judges and see about that. That was... Wow.
From the sky into the ground. What a blessing. It looks like
the faint remains of the Triforce hear TGH's wish and grant him one last chance.
That was incredible.
Amazing.
That made it all worthwhile.
So TGH is going to be relying on silver arrows for a while here, even in the gauntlet for sure.
Yeah. Rez is still trying to brute force through this thing.
Yeah, Rez is being stubborn. I guess maybe Green is thinking that the lamp maybe is on the right side of the tower, since...
Yeah, I don't know.
Or after the Armos Knights maybe, and so it's just...
I mean, the lamp has to be before Turtle Rock. It will never make you do a dark room.
Okay.
Like, the logic allows a route to avoid this, which is why the lamp shouldn't be such a...
So let's see, you would get the Fire Rod, Ice Rod, and Cane, all without needing to go through any dark room. Is that right? Okay. Yeah, that's right, based on what we've seen.
You never have to do a dark room. That's in the logic, it's written there. They make that very clear that if you have to do a dark room, you're allegedly making a mistake, or you're just doing something that you shouldn't be doing unless you're ready. So here we can see Okami's got the lamp. When did he get the lamp? I didn't even notice. There's the room he needs to do. Amazing.
Yeah. I've been paying attention to the Ganon's tower play, but...
Is Red Team gonna be able to catch up because Rez is getting stuck? Oh, man. They got a long way to go.
This could be interesting, yeah. So now Freestar is gonna go grab that mushroom and just jump out of Turtle Rock.
I hope that TGH watches his mana this time. He's a little low already.
Yeah. So really, if TGH can win fast enough, that might seal it, but... Depends on Rez's ability to go through here in the dark.
There's a little bit of mana on the way up. It's really annoying to not be able to use the Samaria Cane here. He's going for it.
Yeah.
I hope he has enough mana to win this.
It's gonna be really tight.
There's one mana pickup on the way. A tiny little bag. I really wouldn't risk it myself, but
yeah, like maybe not use it here. No, he's using it here too.
It's gonna be really... He needs to not miss with Fire Rod.
Might get lucky and get another big pot. Like you could kill all those pig dudes maybe.
I hope he makes it. I hate to see him do the tower again.
Oh, this is... Alright, let's see.
There's enough mana in here to take care of it. I think
just cannot make any mistakes.
Yeah. There's a big one in the next room.
Okay.
Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Okami has taken second place right now, though. Because Rez is stuck in this darkness hell.
True.
Freestar Hell has a long way to go yet.
Yeah, what other dungeons does Freestar have to do besides Turtle Rock?
I feel like Mothula's on that list. Maybe not. I think it is. I think he's done Tower of Hera. He's got 2 more on top of this. I'm not sure
Okay.
which ones it is.
Oh, it looks like Rez got through it.
Uh-oh. That might be it then, folks.
That might seal it, as long as Rez does not die.
Rez is a good player.
Yeah, Rez does not take the safety exit either, so...
He's a good player, and I think he's not going to have trouble with anything else in this. I think
Yeah.
he just didn't know that one thing.
Yeah, well, who can blame him for not knowing that one thing?
Yeah. Well, him and Okami are pretty much tied for second, which is bad news because TGH is wrapping up. He got knocked down by
Ooh.
Moldorm. He doesn't have a safety, but he could heal on those fairies if he's worried. He doesn't seem to be.
Doesn't seem to be, no. See, Freestar is trying to survive the chomps.
Oh, he's trying to hover. I see what he's doing. Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Is that allowed?
It is. It's a really
Okay.
hard glitch. He almost pulled it off.
Oh.
I still think he should heal. He's making me nervous with his low health. He's already had
Man,
the
is
Ganon tower before.
this really worth it though?
I mean, no.
You got the gold sword. I mean, just
It's definitely
Moldorm
not.
takes 2. Just showing off.
He's got it. He nailed it. Nice
Oh,
work.
no problem. Yeah. What a showboat.
He's making me nervous. He's already had to repeat Ganon's tower once, and if he had to repeat it again, if he died here, Okami
That'd be
would pull
devastating.
first.
Yeah. It looks like does he have any potions?
I don't
in
think
reserve
so.
or anything? Yeah.
If he did, he
I mean,
would've used
won't
it
have a
on
problem
me.
against Aghanim for sure, but
Yeah, no, he's gonna make it to Ganon. Aghanim
Yeah.
is not gonna hurt him at all.
nah.
Very amusing runs from TGH. Oh, he took a hit. Oh, jeez. Now he is making me nervous. I'm starting to doubt my words.
Uh-oh.
There's a triple. 2 more for Aghanim, and he's got it.
Nice. He can take what, 2 hits?
He's got him. No problem.
Oh, no problem. Yep.
Locked into Ganon's fight now.
And Rez heading there now.
Yep. It's all gonna be
So
on
Rez-
Freestar
well,
and
Yeah,
Rez.
TGH can tell Rez exactly where the key is, so
Yeah.
I mean Okami's gonna get it as well, but Rez will at least be able to skip the scary skeleton room.
Freestar needing 2 more dungeons is really what's killing Red Team here. If he did
2 more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs. I don't know which ones offhand. I can check. He's missing 2, 3, and 4. Let's take a look at the crystals. He's missing Turtle Rock is 2. Obviously Eastern Palace and Dark Palace. Ew, those are. He didn't go. To
Oh
the
yeah,
first.
and he skipped out of Dark Palace.
It's because he couldn't do the darkness room.
Yeah. Speaking of, did Freestar ever go pick up the lamp? Or it looks like that's what he's doing now. Yep.
Yeah.
Got the mushroom. Yep.
Gross.
Clever leading that portal there though.
Yeah, you can fall onto it, I think.
Yeah, won't have to go back through the stuff. Actually, would not have thought of that. But that may be too little too late, unfortunately.
Well, the problem is that he'll have to do Turtle Rock again instead of just doing Eastern Palace, and I guess not. As long as he doesn't warp, it should stay there.
I mean, Freestar could do those other 2 dungeons as long as he doesn't use the mirror ever.
Yeah. I like to use the mirror in Palace of Darkness, but I would just avoid it in this case. I would just get this
Yeah.
done. He could be done in 20 minutes or less, but I mean, that's just not enough. This is...
TGH is finished.
He is. At 1:22:26.
Very solid time. Lampless run.
He's messing around.
Does TGH know
I don't know.
that he's in first place?
I'm gonna make him 1:22:28. I don't care about his hijinks.
That's fair. Well-deserved victory for not using the lamp ever.
Yep.
And props to Rez as well for toughing out that one Turtle Rock room for so long. Like how TGH is dancing to One Night in Nyokobe City.
Yep.
TGH just upping the APM a little bit.
Yeah, nobody said that they're done yet, so I think he does know these first. I don't think that he knows how close Okami was to overtaking him, though. If he made a mistake, just a little mistake on top of the situation he was in, he could have easily lost first place.
What if you type like "Congrats Okami" in the chat and see how quickly TGH rushes into that door after you say that?
Can I change my name in Discord to Okami Games real quick to say done?
Yeah. You absolutely should. And I'll change my name to Freestar.
I don't like them putting the lamp in the end game. I feel like if you're
I think that's
accessible,
questionable. Yeah.
You should just use a little bit of logic on the lamp specifically, make sure that it shows up in a reasonable place, no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing like the hard mode-ish version of the game, then yeah, sure, put the lamp as late as you want, but if this is supposed to be a more accessible sort of hack of LTTP,
the game doesn't care if you have the lamp to finish the game. The logic does, usually, but you could have a run where you don't need the lamp at all, like where it's useless. Just replace Turtle Rock here and Palace of Darkness with Ice Palace and Skull Woods. What was the other one? Desert.
Skull Woods, Mire, and Palace.
Desert.
I mean, Mire being optional made the lamp being delayed. That makes it make more sense, at least.
Desert doesn't need the lamp. Fire Rod works, so you could just put Desert on the crystal list instead of Turtle Rock, and Ice Palace instead of Palace of Darkness, and there's your lampless. I guess Eastern Palace still uses it, so I think you might need it for just one little dungeon room, so the logic expects you to have it.
In this case, the walkthrough of the logic says, like, hey, go to Turtle Rock first, turn the mushroom, then do the other dungeons, and then go to Ganon's Tower. No problem, right?
Yeah.
So we got us a bit of a race for second place going on right now.
We do.
Between Okami and Rez, Okami being slightly ahead.
Freestar is
Ooh,
gone down.
another death. Turtle Rock, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, maybe not so bad. He did get the midpoint.
Yeah. The lamp is required because there's 4 dungeons that require it. Technically, Mire, Turtle Rock, Palace of Darkness, and there's one more. What is it? Eastern Palace.
Let's see what you say. Yeah.
Those 4. So because
and they got the fire rod early, so that also made the lamp able to be tucked away later as well.
Yeah. But the logic standpoint is that there's 4 dungeons that require the lamp, so no matter what, you're gonna need that lamp. It cannot be avoided in terms of logic. Like, they're always going to think that you must have picked it up. They're going to expect you to have it, but you certainly can win without it, obviously. Yeah. TGH has finally jumped in the room.
Adding minutes to his time.
Yeah. Technically 5 minutes added. Freestar is too far behind for even that amount of time to matter too much.
Yeah.
But,
still has to do Palace of Darkness, Skull.
If Okami were a little bit further along, we'd have a different
Freestar
story.
had better take that safety exit. Looks like
to grab a full heal here.
As you would.
Yep, I certainly would too. He's got quarter mana, which is neat.
Oh, where was that?
The guy under the bridge had it.
Oh, no one else ever checked it?
Nobody got the quarter mana. It would have been really nice to have.
Yeah.
Would have saved a Ganon Tower trip, in fact. Actually.
Quarter mana, have a cape, save you from a Moldorm fall. Worth it.
There's a whole lot of items in this randomizer that follow specific rules. the flute and the lamp both make sure that you can get on the mountain. One or the other shows up early, almost every time.
Right.
That's the way the logic is written. That's how they make it work every time, is by making exceptions, and I think the lamp should be an exception because it makes it extremely unfair for new players. Just awful. It's just awful as heck to put the lamp in a place like that.
Like, imagine you're like, oh, I think I'll try this randomizer for the first time on the normal difficulty since it's for casuals. And you get like this.
If this was my first run, I probably would have not done anymore.
Yeah, you would have just be like, oh, this randomizer sucks.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought, because most randomizers do. Link to the Past is an
Yeah.
exceptionally good one, because this usually doesn't happen. It really, all 4 players felt it too. Like, these are good players, especially like TGH. Like I said, he's beaten me many times. I've raced against him probably 6 times, and I think I've lost all of those. He's always been ahead of me, it seems like. So really good players, and every single one of them was affected in a horrible way by not having the lamp. TGH had to redo all of
TGH ran out of
Sour.
magic just because, for virtue of having used the fire rod.
Rez got stuck
those many
forever.
balls of turtle rock. Deaths.
And obviously, Red Team feeling the blow from not having it for a long time.
Red Team could not finish Palace of Darkness, and just were eventually forced to Turtle Rock, which affected Freestar in particular. Now, granted, if TGH had found quarter magic, that would not have been an issue, but they just never checked that particular spot.
If you're trying to start out on this race, not this tournament, but this randomizer, grab Cross Products Tracker from twitch.tv/crossproduct and go to vt.alttp.run. Is that it?
Yeah, that's an excellent way to learn the game.
Yeah. Cross Products Tracker will help you out a lot. If you just use it on the side while you play, learn where all the chests are in the game. Dark rooms are interesting from avoiding the... I just don't feel like the lamp should be egregiously hard to find. I think they should have to look for it a little bit. I don't want it to be free. But
yeah, sure.
I'm not saying put
not
it in
that
Blind's
deep.
house or an escape. No, I would like to see it restricted outside of horrible, horrible places. A little bit. Like, I just don't think...
Like near the end of the game and a trading situation.
It's consistently
or fetch quest or
been
whatever.
in awful places in this new logic because it's completely random. It doesn't have any rules on it, it seems like.
Looks like Okami is going to grab second.
He is.
Yep.
He is
Killed
finished.
Ganon. But TGH just finished way too early for that to factor in, and Freestar being just way too far behind.
Yeah, unless Rez has a whole lot of trouble on Ganon.
Yeah.
131.42 for Okami Games.
It looks like Freeze is a little confused in this. Okay, got it. Just got a little turned around the maze, but made it through. Oh no, wait, Rez died on Aghanim? I was looking at the red side for a second, but I just noticed Rez is back at the beginning.
He died somewhere, I didn't notice where.
Must have been to Aghanim, because last I saw Rez was fighting Aghanim. That's unfortunate, but still probably not enough, because Freestar just has too much left to do, unfortunately.
I would say the randomizer's biggest fault is the logic causes a lot of obnoxious stuff to happen more than it does fun stuff. Like, it usually gives you a crappy thing more than it gives you a good thing, and they should try and reduce that to balance that out a little bit. It's very random, and it's not usually in a good way. Like, it's not usually in a fun...
Like, it's supposed to be random, but not at the expense of enjoying yourself.
Like, it's usually...
Especially if you're playing on a allegedly casual, normal setting.
You have to open a bunch of chests more often than not. And I feel like that's not great. Like, it would be nice to see good seeds happen more often. They're really rare, especially now. I hardly ever see them. And I feel like that's a problem that could be adjusted. Tweak it a little bit, but you don't want to go too far.
Rez is dangerously going through this room, by the way.
You gotta have a fine balance.
Ooh, nope, doesn't make it.
And when you're talking about an item that only helps new players, it exists mainly to help new players out. The later in the game you put it, the less accessible the seed's gonna be.
Yep.
This seed could be damn near impossible for a new player to finish, and that's not good.
Seed would be impossible for me to finish.
At least they gave you a bunch of equipment at the
Not
start.
impossible, but it would be very time
It
consuming.
was such a friendly seed, and then it just backfired so
To
hard.
begin with, yeah.
I'm not
All
sure what
because of the
Rez is
lamp.
doing.
Rez took another death.
Oh, did he?
Rez went through that spike room with the eye ogres and with low health and just did not make it. Rez does not have any potions to work with, so. And low mana as well. Oh, and missed the anti-fairy too.
Well, it's down to the last players to finish. If Rez has trouble with Ganon's Tower, we might see a shift, but they do have a little bit of an edge here.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, Rez would
9
have to have a
minutes.
lot of trouble with Ganon's Tower for. Freestar still has to do Skull and Palace Darkness, right?
Basically, Freestar would have to finish 5 minutes before Rez to win, and they still have dungeons to do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, heading to pod right now.
If I counted TGH's mess around time, then Freestar would just have to beat Rez. If I counted that, that would be a big difference in what he needs to do. It would just be who wins first. But I'm not going to do that.
That'd be a little mean. And does Freestar have red mail now? I just can't tell looking at the
He
boo.
does.
It looks kind of reddish, the boo. Okay.
He is Red Boo.
Yeah. So when you scan over the seats before saying they're okay, do you just look at the walkthrough part and see how complicated it looks?
The walkthrough is all you need to look through if you're looking at, like,
Yeah.
you can get the entire playthrough and read it. And like I said, I just read a bunch of them at once and kept them ready to go. Kept the links in a text file so that I knew which one. Like, I just got a bunch that looked okay to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, I throw in some bad ones here and there, but I don't like them all to be bad or good. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit.
Only the
Moderate
SRL
myself.
ones. Yeah. So Rez wisely holding out on mana for the gauntlet. Looks like not a problem.
Hard mode is different from glitch mode. Glitch mode wants you to do stuff like fake flippers and magic mirror. To
Yeah,
stay.
hard mode replaces like stuff like the level 3 sword, level 4 sword with just rupees. And also constricts how much bottles restore your resources.
Yeah, it does stuff that legit make the game harder, like just more damage taken and stuff. Just,
Yeah.
you don't have as much health, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like full heart containers are gone.
But yeah, Rez skipped the fairy. I hope that doesn't backfire here.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice.
Considering that he's had some trouble, I would definitely not have done that.
Oh sure, yeah. Never went back to get potions either.
But we'll see how he does this time. Freestar is still working on getting up there. Still needs to finish Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Oh, Eastern too.
Yeah, that's where he is now.
Did Freeze do pod first?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Rez is through the worst of the tower now.
Yeah, he is.
Especially with an extra hard pickup, yeah.
I wouldn't feel
Should be
too
fine.
scared about not healing after the gauntlet. There's another full heal on the way, right past these pretty harmless rooms. You got the land molus, you got a couple bridges, and then you have, I mean, he does have the boots too to get through there quickly. Freeze missed his shots. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh jeez, he's got an arrow in his butt.
Oh no. That's gonna leave a boo, for sure.
Got him.
Thank you.
Time for Armos.
Perhaps the most stacked you can ever be against the Armos Knights. Red mail,
Seriously.
silver arrows, level 4 sword, or level 3 sword in Freestar's case.
Took a hit, loses a quarter of a heart. Gold sword, there it is.
Alright, why not? Moldorm is being very stubborn against Rez. Huddling in the corner in timeout. Oh, and knocks Rez down.
Dang. I don't know anything about Nest power supplies. I'm sorry. That's a bit beyond my years of tech.
Isn't that what powers your Google Pixel?
Maybe. The Switch and the Pixel both use Type-C USB, which I was happy to see.
Nice.
Now I can get a car charger for both of them. Of course, I have to throw all my old car chargers away. They're all worthless, but, you know. That's
Throw them in your pool along with all the other dirt that's in there.
yeah, that's where I throw all my old electronics. Just a big pile
As you
down
should. Yeah. Looks like
Aghanim
Rez is being a
for Rez.
little more cautious against Aghanim this time. After the death. Taking a couple hits, though. Ooh. Aghanim's being quite the trickster. There you go. Couple hits there. Does it matter which way you face when you do your spin attacks against Aghanim's big balls?
No, not
Okay.
really. I'm pretty sure the spin hitbox is very fast on turning on, so I think you're good with that
Gotcha.
weapon. Not the case with the net. You will have trouble with the net if you try
Well, I
and
mean,
save.
real speedrunners use the net, though.
I tried a couple times and it was not working as well as the sword does. With Rez on Ganon, it looks pretty good for the green team.
Yeah, this should be sealed. I mean,
Freestar.
Freestar still has to do Skullwoods in addition to this, is that correct?
I think he has to do... Did he not finish Total Rock? No, this is it for him. He's almost done.
Oh, he just didn't mark that crystal.
Yeah, Turtle Rock was done, so this is his last dungeon. He's not that far behind, but he has all of
Okay.
Ganon's tower to go, so he's 10 minutes
Yeah.
behind, and he was already behind because his teammate was the slower of the two that finished.
Let us never talk of this seed again once it's all said and done. I believe both teams will agree with me on that.
Rez is probably unhappy about the Total Rock nonsense, ruining his time.
Don't blame him.
But the gold sword and the silver arrows is a nice way to make up for that pain.
Yeah. At least you get an easy Ganon fight out of it.
Crushing him into the dust.
That's right. Like, how many times would Rez need to die against Ganon for Freestar to catch up?
If he fell out and went to go buy potions or something, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 8 of those, and
That's it.
yeah, he's quite a bit ahead, honestly.
So it's anyone's game.
True. Look at that, shuffling. He is low on mana. He's worried about that. Trying to get Ganon killed real quick. One more.
Trying to get that double arrow hit. Oh.
The
That
only
should
way
be
that'll
fine.
happen is if he hits him in the right place. Now he's not got any mana left.
Oh,
unless
no.
He's got a potion, so he needs to kill him, and this is the
Oh, he
last
did get the
shot.
glitch, though.
Yeah, this is done.
Okay.
He's got him. Green
Kept
team
it
done.
close.
Nice work.
Congratulations, Green Team. Advancing to round 2 in the lower bracket.
Yep. 143-25.
So is this in the top 3 worst seeds that's been done in the tourney so far?
I mean, it was really good. It was just that one thing, and it was almost irrelevant, almost to one of the teams, almost, and then it just backfired.
It did hit everybody though, to some degree.
Yeah, it would have been a really nice seed if not for that.
Yeah.
Here comes Rez. I'm interested to hear what he has to say. Hey, Rez, how's it going?
Terrible.
Yeah, we saw. Red team didn't find. Of course, the lamp was in the worst place. You wouldn't believe where it was.
Can you shed some
Wait.
light on what
me-
went through your head during that run?
Let me guess where lamp was. Ice Palace?
No.
No.
You remember that mushroom
guess
in
that
Turtle
would-
Rock?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, I said in Turtle Rock, I'm gonna go check this in case it's lantern, because I might want potions.
It
But
was.
then I didn't because I got more health. Jesus.
Yeah, you had
kidding.
some trouble with that room. Red team needed it to do any. They couldn't do the dark room dungeons, and it was just a nightmare for them. Like the seed.
Yeah, they gave it a valiant try again, Palace of Darkness, but had to leave. Could not get through that those couple
Yeah,
runs.
I've done Pod Dark once, maybe twice. So that was okay. Actually, the turtle room went way better than the last time I did. The turtle room took like 5 minutes last time.
Hello.
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 Turtle Rock was, I didn't get it until I like brought up the map of the room. But then the first time I brought up the map of the room, I like screwed up the first part to get to the platform, and it was just all over from there. And my last try, it was like basically perfect.
You were stuck there for a while, and Red team had finally found the lamp in this disgusting location by the time you finished. They were starting to catch up.
Yeah, and I was like, after I beat the game, I tuned into the to the stream because it didn't really matter anymore since I had beaten the game. I still didn't feed information to Freeze for the sake of fairness. But I saw that like neither of you ended up getting the lamp, did you? Because you just
Yeah, where
navigated the
where
dark
was the
yourself.
lamp?
Would you
Well,
like
you
to
had to
guess?
You want to guess?
You want me to guess? Let's see.
Think of the worst
Ugh.
possible.
It was in a pretty bad place. I'll tell
Okay.
you that.
I'm
Meyer.
pretty sure,
No.
No?
because
Okay.
of where it is, you were actually wrong about the logic requiring lantern for dark rooms.
The logic.
Technically, it would
no,
not
it
have
should be.
required.
Technically,
No?
you did not have to traverse any dark runes, but it was still a pain in the ass.
True.
It was.
You would have just had to take the most ridiculous path possible.
You would have to go into Turtle Rock and grab that stupid
Get the
mushroom at the
mushroom.
start and bail out. and
Yeah.
come in.
Oh, it was Witch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
my
Yeah.
god, that's
Which
incredible.
is why I'm glad I did what I did in Turtle Rock. Leave Turtle Rock, warp to Light World, fly there, and then fly back, and then just pick up where I left off.
Wow, that's
TTH,
amazing.
How
But yeah,
about
yeah.
that? We're running out of mana in Ganon's Tower. Leaving.
I didn't
taking
real-
one time.
I didn't realize.
You
I didn't.
you should have gotten the
Yeah.
1/4 magic like Freeze and I did.
I didn't realize. I didn't
When
realize
did I-
I didn't have the lamp like until halfway through, and then I realized like once I got back that I could have pulled it off without mirroring out, and then I.
When did I get powder? I didn't realize I had powder until like more than an hour in, I don't think.
It was pretty.
I don't
early.
think. I don't think I had powder.
Yeah, it was an early. I think. Yeah, I was in the Sanctuary.
Well, you were
That's
out
where
of mana
powder
in
was.
Ganon's Tower. So
Right.
you
Oh
left-
yeah, that's right. That's right. It was Sanct Chest. Yeah.
You left and
I-
dug one time, and you get the full mana ball. That was. The
Oh
best.
yeah, that was. That's just the game making it up to me, I guess, because I've been there for hours digging and not getting anything.
Yeah.
All pulls back, but yeah, that was funny.
I would have been perfectly fine in Aga 2 if I'd remembered I still had powder and could have powdered the anti-fairy like right before it, but no.
One thing
I
I am
did
content
not.
with is this is a personal best for me by a lot.
Nice, congrats.
Yeah, because before it was like a few minutes under 2 hours, and now it's a little over an hour and a half.
Man, the seed was
This
so
seed-
mean to people who didn't know the dark rooms, but it was so nice otherwise, and the lamp ended up.
That was the
screwing
only
everybody
thing,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm now getting deja vu of the other seed I had to play for the race, which was the Titan's Mitt in East Palace. And then you need the Titan's Mitt to get the bow, because I was in the hookshot maze area. And then you had to go back to East Palace to finish it.
Oh.
That was terrible.
Seems like that were the worst.
Yeah.
It's like so much backtracking. And...
Not to mention, even if it's just like a convenience thing, the boots being in Ganon's tower.
Yeah, that's true.
I
I don't
mean,
think I've ever seen that.
This is the second.
I mean, that's just like
I've seen that. That actually came up in the last seed I played. Boots were in Ganon's tower. They're in the room with the anti-fairy and the snowflake that turns you into a rabbit. The room before Moldorm. They were in that room.
Oh, yikes.
I'm pretty sure V25. It's like 50-50. Boots are in Ganon's tower. I swear to
Haven't you
God.
heard they always spawn in Ganon's tower with the new version?
Oh.
It's law.
I just seen recently where all three, the other three sword upgrades were in Ganon's tower.
Yep.
Yeah.
An open seed though.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the race.
Yeah, it was fun. Despite
Yeah, it
having
was fun,
lost,
guys.
I had fun. I accomplished my
That
goal,
is-
which was A, I beat one of the two of you, because you two, I'm pretty sure, know Link to the Past really well. And B, I got Freeze to have a good time with this, despite having played Link to the Past once beforehand.
And you guys were not too far apart until one team knew how to do dark rooms and the other didn't, and nobody was going to get
Yeah.
that lamp. Or
So-
Yeah.
And Swamp Palace is what screwed us over again. Well, this time it mainly screwed over Freeze, because he ended up letting in the water before getting the key.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, yeah, he got stuck
Yeah.
there for a long time. Like, he'd be done by now if that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that took up a lot of time.
yeah. I've at least
So-
informed him of where the big key is, so he should be getting that.
Got the
So what was
boots.
everyone's times?
22, 28 for TGH, unless you count him messing around for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't. The
Yeah.
Akami is 131.
Also impressive showboating using the dash glitch instead
Oh,
of
I-
doing Moldorm with a gold sword.
Can I just get clarification on something, by the way?
Yeah.
Wait, I actually realized after the race was over that this was average times.
It is.
Or like, okay, I was under the impression that whenever the
I
second...
think
okay,
you guys
yeah,
have
so
nothing
I
to
would...
worry about. For your
if I had
time.
known it was average, which it's my fault. If I had known it was average, I never would have done that.
Yeah, it was
I
funny
apologize
because
for that. For
I marked
anybody
it
who
off.
thought, that I was like trying to showboat or something, I'm really sorry. Like I did not mean that.
I mean, I kind
I
of
don't
did that
think
with my
about it.
tracker when I finished.
I thought it was
Our
funny. It
our
took you another 5
train of
minutes, but I
thought-
gave you the time when
Okay,
Ganon was dead.
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry
Alright.
about that. Thank you.
our train of thought is that in normal teams races, you're actually not allowed to give help after you finish.
Yeah, that's the reason why I
And-
didn't finish.
Yeah, I needed.
There
more
wasn't
help.
much help to give at all. But...
It didn't end up helping though, because I needed to know where keys were. I
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
flip over to
keys.
Freeze really quick, just to tell him one other thing.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can't even because he's an AFK. So
He's on his way to Gans now. He's got the big key.
Just picked it up. Yeah.
yeah, but my concern is if he gets up to the tower, but he's one key short, because that's
He
something
is.
else you have to make sure of.
He
Oh,
has 0 keys going upstairs right
Yeah.
now. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
he needs
concern.
a key.
So
Go help
you have
him.
to think, Smite. I'm not gonna help him, but
Wow.
let me know if
It's a
this
good-
Smite. One of the
Lesson to learn. Just like Swamp
Yeah.
Flood.
yeah, I'll. But do one of the treasure chests on your way up Gan's tower contain a small key?
I don't think so.
I didn't check
No, I
the
don't
last.
believe so.
Oh, he's gonna learn the hard way then.
Yeah.
I,
It
thi-
doesn't
I
look
think
like
I
it.
had. I think I had 3 keys. I had. I don't know. I had more than one. That's for sure.
See,
I think I had
if-
2 going upstairs.
Like whenever the best I can do for Gan's tower, assuming the big key is in a nice place, is get the big key. I get the small key that's under a skull, in the room with the giant ball, and like get to hammer the things and hit the star switch. Because I just grab that key and go.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll be one key short, and you're gonna be very sad. Like Freeze is about to be in about 5 minutes.
Yep. It'll only happen one time, and then you won't forget next time. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. That's how mistakes are learned here.
Well, it's happened to me just because I've gotten so excited to find the boss key in one of those first chests on the right side, and then I just kind of forget about the key thing altogether. Like, hey, sweet, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I should have gotten that key under that pot.
Well, Okami, thanks for playing. That was the second game you lost, so you'll be out now.
Yeah,
Good games.
unfortunate, but I still had a good time. Good game.
That's good to hear. Rez, TGH, you'll be playing against Mega Kid Icarus and Patty B's in round 2 on the lower bracket here. At some point,
Okay.
I'll make that room soon.
Cool.
Okami, good
gonna-
race.
I'm gonna let
Good,
Freestyle
good race,
finish.
yes.
Slow as it'll be without
Yeah.
that key, but
Because he's pretty close to the end. I
yeah,
don't
he
know.
is.
Although for all I know, he might just feel done with the game once he realizes he needs a key. after climbing all that way. Because
That's understandable. Yeah.
because he wouldn't realize that until the room right before Moldorm.
Yeah. But you said he's played through vanilla LTP just once. before this?
He's played through Vanilla Link to the Past just once before. He's played this a number of times, but a lot of the runs, at least the start especially, he didn't finish. So he was just trying to get a feel for Link to the Past Randomizer before committing to finishing runs.
He took a couple deaths in the overworld because he was one of the players. One of the players always ends up with like red tunic and 20 hearts, and the other one has like 3, and that was him, and he was taking deaths because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got the red tunic. He told me where the red tunic was. I'm like, I could get that on my way to Sun Palace, but nah, I think I'm good. And I actually didn't die once, so I'm satisfied. Ugh.
Passed the gauntlet, halfway there.
Halfway there, or so he thinks.
Yep.
Nice landless fight then.
Was.
Almost one cycle. Yo, nice.
Gonna use ether on the whiz robes.
Yeah. I still had to like tell him about using the cane on the whiz ropes and like tell him the easiest way to handle that, but I'm not gonna give him too much shit about that because he's still learning.
Oh sure. Yeah.
It is a learning process.
There are a lot of randomizer games out there, and I really wouldn't recommend very many of them. The Aria of Sorrow one is really good if you like that game.
Yeah, I've heard there's a Metroid, a Super Metroid randomizer.
That one's okay. I don't think it's as good as these ones, but it's not
It's
bad.
more
Yeah.
limited in what it can randomize, I guess.
Metroidvanias.
There's the Mario World randomizer, which can get ridiculous at times.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing either. Really, I think what really sells this one is the exploration, so you're looking for that, and these, I feel like,
Exactly.
the DS Vanias all have one too, and they're pretty good. I'm not really
Yeah.
thinking of any other ones that are good. Like Kirby has one, and it's boring because all
Yeah,
it is
Kirby?
you don't know what power you
Like-
get when you eat an enemy. That's what it is.
That's pretty
Oh.
good. Although, I will say this though, because of how much fun I do have with the randomizer, if someone can somehow make the randomizer into like a physical ROM copy, makes it an actual thing, I would buy that. I would actually buy that.
I don't know how well that worked. I mean,
I don't know.
you got one seed.
Yeah,
guess you can
someone will
somehow
find a
put the
way.
seed generator in the thing.
I mean,
Good
and
luck
it's
with
kind of
that.
the same. It's kind of the same concept with roguelikes, like say Binding of Isaac, isn't it?
Well, Freestar's about to get the bad news.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He even skipped a chest on the way in. I don't think he knows that door's locked yet. He's still messing around up here. Oops.
No.
I hope he'll be okay.
There's 2 more
I
chests to
am-
check. They're not it though. I can tell you right now. There's no key in there.
All right.
I tried the top left, not
I
the
can
top
only
right,
imagine
though.
how panicked he is now.
Oh.
We got that pause screen.
The pause screen of deep thought has come up.
This was on your screen, Rez, for a while in the dark room. We weren't sure if you were gonna bail out or you were getting.
We thought you were debating turning in that mushroom.
I was reading the map for a while.
Because last time you guys were on, you ran into a similar thing where you got stuck by some garbage.
Yeah, I actually
We were
learned
in
something
God
from
for like
that
30
run.
minutes.
Yeah, we had to flip her up to hookshot to thieves. I remember that, and take the portal or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, like
You didn't have the gloves, but you had to get to catfish, and you.
yeah,
you could
it was
swim.
nice because like 3 days later, I was able to use that again in the race. I was like, yes, I actually learned. I actually learned something from that race.
Yeah, thank God we did not have to go into any of the non-required dungeons. Was there
Yeah.
anything like noteworthy in any of those dungeons?
I don't
Like-
think Resident or I even entered.
We never entered.
I mean, y'all had level
I-
4 sword, red mail. Lamp was
Yeah.
the only real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you were
Well, all the
missing-
sword upgrades came pretty early. Like I
Mhm.
think gold sword was
Yeah.
C-shaped house, or like
Yeah,
and
C
another
house.
upgrade
Yeah,
was
because
on.
there's like East Palace, Village of Outcasts, and Lost Woods, where the 3 sword upgrades were.
Didn't Armos drop an upgrade?
Yes.
Yes.
East House.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think we had Armos, Master Sword came early. I don't remember where. Lost Woods.
Lost
Woods.
Yeah,
that's-
Lost Woods, where the mushroom normally is.
Yep.
And then the other one was in one of the 300 rupee chests in Village of Outcasts.
Red potion.
Free
Ice
star
Palace,
finding all the
that's it.
keys.
Yeah, he's
Had I
definitely got the key now.
actually,
He sure does.
had I actually known how to
I'm
do
sure
the dark,
he's especially angry now that he knows that there was not one key, but 2 keys in there.
had Turtle Rock to the end gone correctly for me, I probably would have like randomizer PB'd whatever, like by like 15
Yeah.
minutes.
I think
Instead, I'm like 4 minutes behind my best time.
Yeah, you were on track for
That
80
and-
minutes each.
yeah, that and
Yeah.
if you also did good at Ganon's Tower, you probably would have also beaten my time when I got.
You two entered Ganon
I was
Tower at the
lucky.
same time. Initially, anyway.
Yeah,
I entered it twice.
I
I
think I
don't
was
know about
slightly
you.
ahead.
Restar's
Uh,
taking a death.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to get a fairy.
It looks like he's giving up. I
That-
think he looks like he's had enough.
I
Yeah,
don't blame him.
understandable. Yeah. Valiant effort though, especially with what the seed threw at him.
Yeah, it was such a good looking seed until I found out the lamp
Yeah,
was in
because
Yeah.
because Freeze is not very comfortable with going into dark
I'm
areas.
mad at
without-
you. I'm mad at you, Nick. Okami.
Sorry.
He's angry.
I was
away.
gonna tell you, but A, you were in AFK, so I wouldn't be able to tell you, and B, everyone's just like, no, let him find out the hard way.
It's a good lesson.
It is. You're
It
actually
happens to all
right.
of us.
Yeah, I've done it before for sure. Twice, I think, because I learned
Yeah.
slow.
Oh yeah, I've done it
Same, at
before. I think
least.
I forget which dungeon I was in. I think it was my first practice run. I did that. Wasn't it a different dungeon? I think it was Ice Palace. No, it was last match in Ice Palace. Now I remember where I forgot the key.
Oh, yeah. I was actually not super comfortable with going to some of those dark areas because usually I do go for the lamp first, but I'm like, these are easy areas, and I was like, I had a feeling I could at least make it to the East Palace. I was very surprised with myself when I made it through Dark Palace without the lamp because I'd never
It's-
done that before and never attempted it.
When you have the fire rod, you can make those rooms a little easier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a true statement.
I
For me-
can't do the turtle room without the fire rod. Like personally, like I've never like gotten through that room
Yeah.
without fire rod before.
The turtle room in Pod.
Yeah.
I did that dark because I didn't know there was a torch,
Oh man.
and I did it decently fast.
So here's another. I'm curious about something from you, Freeze. Had that mushroom not been like the lamp right then and there, what would you have done?
I would have.
Because there wouldn't. Well, I mean, obviously there wouldn't be. I'm more so trying to say, even if the logic doesn't allow it, if you had to go into dark areas without the lamp, since
I mean,
don't
I've
think
done that before. I've done that before. I had to do that before on a run, but whatever way I was using, let me see. Whatever, because I wasn't using BizHawk for that run. What I was using, let me see those dark areas better. I was using my GCW0 portable emulator thingy.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how I knew like easily how to get through Eastern Palace. Because it's like, okay, I need
Yeah.
to.
I didn't. Yeah, all I had to do in Dark Palace was flail around with a fire rod for a bit until something happened. It's literally what ended up happening in there. But you still like the seed overall, Freeze? And I guess the rest
It wasn't the worst.
wasn't the worst. It wasn't. It was a good seed though, overall. It's just that one bit. Otherwise, fantastic seed.
Well, I'm glad that I at least don't have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah. That's true. Although, with how much you improved, I would be okay even if you're not confident in it, if we were ever to do another Link Past Randomizer tournament, I would still like to ask you because I feel like we didn't do bad.
Yeah.
But we also got thrown up against people who knew how to do stuff like, for example, bomb jumping. And that just happened for both our matches and was really unfortunate that it happened.
Well, sorry folks, I had a phone call.
That's fine.
Yeah. It was alright.
Thanks for racing. I'm gonna wrap this up at this point. Freestar, call me. You're out, but I hope you had a good time. Thanks for coming by.
Sure did. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
TGH, Rez, your next match. You're gonna see the Discord room pop up here shortly. Schedule that whenever we can.
Sure thing.
Thanks for coming.
Good luck to you two in your next round.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Good race.
Good race.
As for me, I'm gonna take 5 and play some Breath of the Wild here in a minute, so I'll see you folks then if you want to hang around. Otherwise, thanks for coming. We'll have some more races Wednesday. Monday I'm taking off. Wednesday we're gonna have 2. See you later.
See ya.
Bye bye.